And this is starting to sound a lot like some demon-y things, so peace out. No thanks, mom, or demon mom. I don't want to find out. Hey guys, it's Sharon. Welcome back to another one of my spooky videos for this month that I am so excited. I really just truly love this time of the year. In case you haven't heard yet, maybe you haven't been around for a while, that's okay sis, we're not judging. I am making spooky videos all month long. Usually I just do my spooky Sundays in October, but I was like, you know what? 2020 has been a rough year. Let's do spooks all month long. Now this video is something that I have done before, my spooky Sundays, but with a little bit of a different twist. So I asked you guys to send me some scary short stories. Creepiest things you have ever heard, and now I'm going to read them and share them with you, and we're gonna find out if we can sleep tonight or not. So this will be very fun. If you want to see more videos like this, give us a thumbs up and let me know in the comments below. Also follow me on my Instagram and my Twitter if you like to be in my videos just like this one, and if you like to see more, definitely subscribe for more. I do have some spooky Sundays on my channel that you can watch. I have read scary stories before, so you could watch those as well, and of course there's gonna be a lot more throughout the rest of the month. But for now, go grab your spooky blanket in case you get scared so you can hide under the covers, spooky snacks, spooky tea, and let's do this. There once was a girl who married on Halloween. Her husband and her decided to play a game afterwards during the reception. They played hide and seek. The woman decided to hide in a chest. After hours of hiding, no one found her. 7 years later, a little boy found that very same chest. He opened it to find a dead body wearing a wedding dress. As creepy as this is, and as very sad as it is, because I mean, it's your wedding day, that's supposed to be like the happiest day of your life. How are you gonna hide in a chest and not come out after this person not finding you? Like, I'd give them maybe 15-20 minutes max. If you haven't found me, I'm out of this chest, okay? But then again, also so many different things could have happened if this were true and did actually happen. Like, maybe she got very claustrophobic, had a panic attack, just died, ran out of air, so many little things like that. But I feel like you still shouldn't spend that much time in a place if that were the case. Like, if you feel freaked out, you know, it's just hide and seek. It's not that serious, but still very, very sad. And imagine being that little kid that found the body. I would be traumatized. In Toronto, we have this place called Toronto Island. On the island, there's a lighthouse that's said to be haunted. The story goes as there's a man who lived in the lighthouse who was in charge of it. On New Year's, he was tasked with providing whiskey for the party the people were having. When he was filling the bottles, he realized that there wasn't enough whiskey, so for the last ones, he started slowly adding water, hoping the people would be too drunk to notice. When the night came, the temperature was super cold, and when the people got to the last bottles and saw that they were frozen, they realized there was water in them. Angry, the people marched to the lighthouse to get revenge on the man. As he saw them coming, he tried running upstairs but slipped on the 13th step, leading to the people coming into his house and dismembering him and scattering his body parts around the lighthouse. Many years later, while investigating his disappearance, they found a jawbone near the lighthouse. His ghost is said to still haunt his lighthouse, and if you go inside, the 13th step will always creak. Not to be dramatic, but actually it's not me being dramatic, it's these people being dramatic. The reason they realized it wasn't alcohol is because alcohol can't freeze and water can. So that's how they noticed that. But is fake booze or not enough booze really worth murdering someone and leaving their different body parts scattered throughout a lighthouse? I personally don't think so, but maybe that's just me. The fact that they found a jawbone though, that is a little bit eerie. I mean, the 13th step thing, maybe that step just like creaks. It's old, it needs to be replaced, but that bone, who gonna explain that? I mean, if I was this man and someone killed me over whiskey, I would also haunt the place. Like, are you kidding me? Lesson learned, don't take whiskey from the people. All right. Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty together again. It never says that Humpty was an egg. I think I just felt my childhood fall apart. But I mean, was then this person just sitting on a wall and then he just fell apart as he felt? Maybe it was a really big wall. Maybe it was like the Great Wall of China, you know, like a huge, huge wall. Oh, that's very creepy. So Humpty Dumpty might not be an egg and just might have been a man that fell and splattered to his death. Cool. Childhood ruined completely. Thank you. I began tucking him into bed and he tells me, "Daddy, check for monsters under my bed." I look underneath for his amusement and see him, another him, under the bed staring back at me, quivering and whispering, "Daddy, there's somebody on my bed." No. Game over. Just no. If I were to see that, no offense to my kid, but I would have busted out that door and never come back. That is mad creepy. Who do you believe at that point? Which one's the real kid? How do you know which one's not the demon or the monster or the demon monster, whatever it is? Yeah, it's a no from me. The man smiled when he heard his wife singing to his newborn girl over the baby monitor in his nursery. Then his wife came home from the store. Maybe they left the music on, or the babysitter that broke into their house. Oh, I have goosebumps every time there's any mention of like babies and kids and ghosts and weird stuff like that. I get creeped out because, I mean, let's be honest, there's a reason kids are always the ones seeing ghosts and being involved in all these scary movies with haunted houses and possessions and seeing dead things and demons. And I'm not saying kids are possessed by demons or that they're creepy or they're scary, but I'm just saying that it's a little bit sus. And I probably would have destroyed that monitor. We bought an old house, my boyfriend and I. He's in charge of the new construction, converting the kitchen into the master bedroom, for instance, while I'm on wallpaper removal duty. The previous owner papered every wall and ceiling. Removing it is brutal, but oddly satisfying. The best feeling is getting a long peel, similar to your skin when you're peeling from a sunburn. I don't know about you, but I kind of made a game of peeling on the hunt for the longest piece before it rips. Under a corner section of paper in every room is the person's name and a date. Curiosity got the best of me one night when I googled one of the names and discovered the person was actually a missing person, the missing date matching the date under the wallpaper. The next day, I made a list of all the names and dates. Sure enough, each name was for a missing person with dates to match. We notified the police, who naturally sent out the crime scene team. I overheard one text say, "Yup, it's human." Human? What's human? Ma'am, where's the material you removed from the walls already? This isn't wallpaper you're removing. Oh, ew! So you're telling me that the wallpaper was actually skin and every wall was skin from a different victim? Oh, that's sick. That is so gross. And the worst part is, this is a thing. Like, there's a literal serial killer out that used to do this. If I'm not mistaken, his name is Ed Gein. Like, he would have like clothing made out of human skin and like lamps and belts and chairs and all that stuff. Super creepy, super eerie. Whether or not this is actually true, I don't think so. I don't know, but I wouldn't be surprised if it were either. That's so disgusting. I'm gonna go throw up a little bit. There was a picture in my phone of me sleeping. I live alone. No. I'd throw away my phone. I'd never buy another phone. I would move out of the house. I would buy like a security system. I would buy like 12 locks. That is mad freaky. Maybe it was a hack, probably by a ghost or a demon or a demon ghost. No, thank you. A young girl is left alone for the first time when her parents go out for dinner. As she gets ready for bed, she's a little scared to be sleeping alone. For comfort, she lowers her hand under her bed and her dog licks it, as he always does. Throughout the night, she can hear the dog whimpering, and each time she lowers her hand for a lick. In the morning, she wakes to find the dog had been outside all night. Maybe it was another dog that came inside. Like, stray dogs are a thing. Maybe she let in a dog that she thought was her dog, but it was just another dog that coincidentally looked a lot like the house dog. That's what I'm gonna go with, because I don't want to think about no creepy dog monster demon thing whimpering under your bed licking your hand. Long story short, just don't have beds high enough for things to be under it, and don't stick your hand under your bed. Yep, problem solved. My wife woke me up last night to tell me that there was an intruder in our house. She was murdered by an intruder 2 years ago. That is so creepy, but I think it's more sad than creepy, because this could have, if it was true, be the ghost of the woman, and this is like the last thing she did while she was alive. That's super eerie, and it's so sad, and oh man, creepy. You hear your mom calling you downstairs for dinner. As you start down the stairs, a voice comes from her bedroom. "Don't go down there, honey. I heard it too." Oh no. This is like the little boy on top of the bed and under the bed. Which one's the real mom? The one in the bedroom or the one in the kitchen? Which one do you trust? You know what I think the solution is? You don't listen to any of them, and instead you either jump out the window or hide in the bathroom and call the cops. That sounds about right. I've said this before every single Halloween, October, and I'll say it again. I don't mess with demons, and this is starting to sound a lot like some demon-y things, so peace out. No thanks, mom, or demon mom. I don't want to find out. I watched as my soon-to-be father-in-law held his daughter's hand as he walked down the aisle. Tears streamed down his face as the wedding march that played in the background reminded him that, in a few minutes, he would be watching me hold his daughter's hand and slipping on her ring. He walked up to the altar, and I took hold of her hand, grinning from ear to ear. It was the happiest day of my life. My bride's father got down on his knees and started begging, "Please, I did what you asked. Just please give my daughter back." I glared at him. "Shut up and stop ruining the moment. If you sit back down and enjoy the ceremony, maybe I'll tell you where I've hidden the rest of her body." Excuse me, what? So, oh, wow. He was actually holding the daughter's hand. The catch being just the daughter's hand. Not gonna lie, I feel like this would be a really good Criminal Minds episode if they didn't end Criminal Minds. R.I.P. Talk about the opposite of the happiest day of your life. That's like the second really bad wedding scary story. Who's writing these scary stories and making them happen at weddings? Have they been hurt? I feel like they have. I woke up to hear knocking on the glass. At first, I thought it was the window until I heard it come from the mirror again. So you're telling me there was knocking coming from the mirror. Okay, two options, which technically is one option because if you break a mirror, you get bad luck for 7 years. That's a superstition, right? So see, what I would do is I wouldn't break the mirror, but I would remove the mirror and take that crap outside, very far away from me, to the nearest dumpster in the city over, maybe even the state over, so that mirror can come nowhere near me again. But imagine how scary the story would be if that's what the person did and then the next day the mirror was in the room again. No, I just get Bloody Mary vibes, you know, because you say Bloody Mary in the mirror 3 times and she appears, and I don't know, maybe like Bloody Mary doesn't want to spook you, she just wants to come over for some tea and she's like knocking on the mirror and she's being polite. But I don't know and I don't want to find out, you know? A father and daughter say prayers every night. One night the daughter says, "God bless mommy, God bless daddy, God bless grandpa, goodbye grandma." The dad says, "What do you mean?" She says, "I don't know, good night." The next day, grandma died. The same thing happens with the grandpa 1 month later. The next month, the daughter says, "God bless mommy, goodbye daddy." The next day, the dad stays at work extra long and gets home at midnight. He sighs a sigh of relief. The mom walks out and the dad says, "It was a strange day today." The mom says, "Yeah, it was. The postman died on our front door this morning." That is extremely creepy. And remember when I told y'all about kids having demon ghost powers and being sus? Here's another prime example about that. Let me find out my kid is predicting people's deaths. What do? I feel like you run from your kid. I'm sorry, but I'm scared. One thing that I can't help but notice, did the postman die because the dad wasn't around to die and the postman took his place? Or, drama, here's some family tea, is the postman actually the girl's real birth father? Oof. Talk about some unexpected telenovela stuff right here. I'm thinking the postman's the real daddy. What's up? Anyways, if you guys enjoyed this video, give us a thumbs up and let me know in the comments below. If you have your own scary story, also share that with us. And I want you to tell me which story of these you thought was the creepiest and the scariest. I'm very curious. I feel like the last one probably, because prayers are supposed to be this innocent great thing and all of a sudden you're predicting people's deaths and I'm freaked out. Y'all know about the demon thing in here, so no thank you. Anyways, shout out the day goes to Aurora on Instagram. Thank you so much. If you would like to be shout out the day, just follow me on my Instagram and stay active. And of course, like I mentioned, I will be making a lot more spooky videos this month and I have a brand new series of something I have never ever done before coming out soon. But in the meantime, you can binge my other spooky videos and my old spooky Sundays as well. And of course, if you'd like to see more, definitely subscribe for more. All that being said, I'll see you guys next time. Bye!